think Method is still young, but my generation grew up with one of the first manga that came out in Italy. Which one was it, Giovanni? So I'll tell you if I know it. We called, oh yeah, Goldrake. No, yeah, I'm not that. I think you think I'm younger than I am then. It was a sensation. I do remember. Goldrake is my favorite. So Goldrake was my favorite. And he's not called Goldrake in Japanese, by the way. But for some reasons, that's what they called him. Yeah, UFO Robot. He's my favorite. He's really cool. He was my favorite. Totally. And then I remember what we call Mazinga, but the Japanese, they do pronounce it Mazinga, but they spell it Mazinger. So it's just that the Japanese, when they have ER, they pronounce it like a. And so then in Italian, we actually changed the spelling. I remember him, and then I remember Jig. Man, do you remember this? And another one that I liked a lot, man, look at the green and yellow palette. Incredible. It looks like a freaking melon, a watermelon, but Daitan had the best intro music ever. I know all of these, my friend, because I'm in my 40s. I may not look like it because Angel and whatnot, but yeah, I'm almost 43. So yeah, I grew up with all of this stuff, Giovanni. You remember? Yeah. These were good. Daitan is so cool. Also because if you look at it, the decoration of his head is clearly inspired by the decoration over the Japanese kabuto, so the helmets used by both the samurai class, but sometimes even ashigaru, so the light foot infantry. They have a decoration in the front, which is called maedate in Japanese, and it looks exactly like this. Yeah, a lot of nostalgia, I agree. One of our best children writer wrote a piece lauding Goldrake. Yeah, I can imagine. Goldrake was so cool. Yeah, maybe Daitan was cooler. But because he had all the things about this guy, Banjo, and then he had sections with the robot and sections without the robot, with a little bit of action, which looked very late 70s, early 80s, but it was great. And maybe this was my favorite cartoon now that I think about it, or anime, should we say. Yeah, anime was very popular in Italy in the 80s. Absolutely very popular. Ultraman, yeah, I remember that. Devilman was really good. I remember watching Devilman. I had the VHS. I may still have them because I kept a lot of my stuff. That's why I have all the tech from the 70s and the 80s. I still have in 90s. And I do still have a lot of my VHS, which, by the way, they said they were not going to last more than 20 or 30 years. They still work. They did not lose the magnetic whatever. They still work. Man, old school stuff was built to last. If there's one conspiracy theory that I'm willing to believe, is the idea that they do it on purpose. Now, given modern tech is more complex, but the fact that this stuff is not built to last because they want us to buy new ones every year. And that's one conspiracy. I can't prove it, but when you look at tech like I have here, I have an IBM 5150 computer, as I showed the other night. So just entertain me for a second. Metatron's Protectorate, right? As I showed yesterday on my live stream when I was showing a little bit my gaming channel, and I still have, oh, I'm so sorry, I was not showing anything. So this is what I'm talking about, just to show you the images. This is my Amiga, 1987. This is my IBM, 1981. This is an actual amber monochrome, I don't remember the word in English. It's not a computer. This is not a computer. This is a dumb terminal. This is a terminal. The ones that they had in libraries in the 70s. This is it. And in the 80s. Still works. And yeah, look at this. All this stuff works. I don't know what to tell you. But it was built to last, my friends. Old tech. Lemmings. I can turn it on. I can play it whenever I want. And to me, that speaks to something. And this stuff works perfectly. I'm sorry, but this stuff was built to last. Yet I have a Commodore 64, I'm a VIC-20. All of this stuff works. And then stuff today breaks all the time. This falls apart. I don't know. Maybe it's because technology is more complex. But I always, as I say, that's one of those conspiracy theories that I am willing to believe. I do believe that there is a marketing strategy behind it. There you go. Look at the conditions, by the way. That's one of the reasons why it still works, because I keep it in fantastic conditions and I turn them on once a day. But I'm just saying, I don't know, when I see something like this and after 45 years, 40 years, it still works perfectly. I turn it on, it works like a charm. And then modern stuff breaks all the time. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think they're messing with us. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll debunk me and I'll appreciate it because all I care about is knowing what's really happening. But this is something that really makes me think, guys. It really does make me think. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. So call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. I've got the machines. There's one that I like showing. Look at this. Commodore 64 works. VIC-20. I think you guys know. Yeah, I love collecting all this stuff, by the way. But yeah, this is the situation, and they work. I don't know what to tell you. They work wonderfully. Is it weird to find those beautiful? Not at all. No, I love the aesthetic. I even love the fact that they're all beige because they were trying to match offices in the 70s. They were beige. Everything was freaking beige, 70s and 80s, and so clearly tech was all beige, and I love it. I love the beige. First was a Samsung 3000 in 1987. Yeah, I mean, my first computer was the Amiga 500 because I couldn't afford an IBM. So the IBM I have, I bought it recently because I was fascinated with the technology, basic and whatnot. Planned obsolescence. That's the way it feels to me. Because they don't care. They want you to buy a new one the year after anyways. It's like you've got a perfectly working TV with 4K. What do I need another TV the year after? What do I need it for? I don't need it. It's perfectly functional. But it's like there is something about, I guess it's a consumism. Is that an expression? Like the idea of throwing away stuff that works just because society pushes you to do it. While I guess one difference that you had with our grandparents was that you got a little cut in your t-shirt, you fix it. And that's something we had in common with medieval people. Medieval people, it's in the sources. Something breaks, they fix it. They fix it. Don't throw it away, just fix it. We kind of lost that. I have that feeling, and I think we lived through this change. So people who are born now and they are young, they might not notice that because they were born in this idea, in this culture. But for us that come from that and lived through this, we can see that now is, oh, throw away. This headphone's starting to have a little problem, throw away. This other thing, throw away. This controller, buy a new one. And so a lot of waste is produced because of it. And I think we've lost something that in fact connected us to the ancients when it comes to that. Yeah, throwaway culture is real, says David. Totally. And it's a bit of a shame. I think it would be nice. We don't even have the skills. Do you know how to sew? Do you know how to repair stuff? I don't. I haven't got a clue. I don't know how to sew, but I can tell you this much. My grandmas, I mean, I've never met my grandparents, unfortunately, on either side, but I was told that they were really good. And my friend's grandma, oh yeah, she could sew anything. A sock, don't buy a new one, just sew it. It's got a little cut in the front because you haven't cut your freaking toenails, and now you literally went through it like you're stabbing an enemy with a sword. Well, she's gonna fix it. She's gonna fix it. I wish we kept that. Maybe I'll try to teach that to the kids in the future. Who knows?